Hey guys, Yuliya here. So in my previous video, I showed you how to make an arrangement using plastic pot covered in bark with a lot of plants inside. So that arrangement turned out just gorgeous, but I think it is really large. So today I decided to show you how to make something a little bit smaller that you can possibly use as a gift during Christmas time or actually any time of the year. For this project, you will need a plastic pot. You will need some bark, and you can gather bark either in your own garden, or in my case, I found these pieces while I was walking my dog, and they have so much character. They have a ton of lichen on them, and you can break them to whatever size you want to accommodate your pot. I have two adorable little orchids here, and these gifts are actually for my friend's twin girls, so I'm really excited about this. Also, I have this orchid mix because that's what I'm going to be planting, and you can plant and use any plants that you can think of. You can use succulents, ferns, orchids, or combination of plants. It's all up to your creativity. I have some dried or preserved moss here, and I'm also going to be using some live moss to cover the orchid substrate. And as for the tools, I'm going to be using a hot glue gun, and that's about it. All right, guys, these gifts are done, and they are precious. I just absolutely love the way they turned out. They are similar, but yet unique. Just awesome. Anyway, a couple of tips when you're building this project. First of all, make sure that the bark is really dry before you're starting to glue it on the pot, because if it is kind of wet, it will not adhere to the pot and actually will keep falling off because it is kind of heavy. Also, you could see like a little rubber band thingy that I put around the bark. I don't know, I think it's like for the sweat when you're working out, because I wanted the bark to set while I'm working on planting the orchid. You can use anything. You can use a couple of rubber bands. You can use a tie to make sure that they're set in place. And all of the gaps in between you can fill in with dry moss. And it makes this arrangement look so natural and so pretty. So I planted these orchids in orchid mix, and whatever the plants that you decide to put in these pots, you have to make sure that the potting soil that you're using is appropriate for the plants that you're using. So this was orchids, so I'm using orchid mix. If you're using succulents, you should use succulent mix. If you're using African violets, it should be African violet mix, because the plants will be much happier this way. Other than that, the care is very simple. I do have some live moss on top of the pot, and it actually will raise humidity for the orchids. And I am just so thrilled with this project, and I can't wait to present it. Anyway, I hope you guys inspired to maybe make a last minute gift. They're very inexpensive. They were under $10. They are adorable. Anyway, thank you so much guys for watching, and if you have questions, let me know, and I'll see you next time. Bye.